The big derby in Victoria Falls featuring AMAGAGASI and Victoria Falls Tigers turned out to be larger than just the 3 points at stake when tempers fled following the expulsion of Letukutula Mate by referee Begezela Makeka. In a moment of literal madness, Letukutula lost full possession of all his faculties and threw punches at the match official, who eventually retaliated under a flurry of blows from the Victoria Falls Tigers defender. Letukutula, thereafter looking in regret, would soon depart the field of play and was escorted away from the stadium by the police. All this happened before the presence of Southern Region Chairman Musa Mandaza, who had travelled all the way to come and witness the derby. Away from the nasty incident, the stage had been set for one of the biggest fixtures of the Southern Region at Division 1. And not to disappoint was the Victoria Falls community that turned out in their thousands as it was left to the two teams to deliver, and other than the violent attack on the match official, the two teams did not disappoint. Tigers started the match at a higher tempo than their opponents and should have been one up after some good work by Shepard Kadzikwa, who set up Carlos Dube, but the latter could not finish off the promising attack. On the other end, AMAGAGASI were still not getting the desired result of their one-touch passes as their opponents maintained the shape at the back and managed to soak whatever AMAGAGASI was throwing at them. But things changed on 19 minutes when Mutsa Gwara raced onto a long ball from the back, and with the Tigers' defense static, Gwara made no mistake with the keeper to beat and sent AMAGAGASI into the lead. Then came the unfortunate incident on the 25th minute after Letukutula had been expelled for a double-footed lunge on Abagitemba Moyo. Letukutula now awaits his fate as far as further involvement in football is concerned, and contacted for comment, Regional Chairman Musa Mandaza said Letukutula's case will be dealt with by the disciplinary committee. Play resumed after a 10-minute stoppage, and when it did, AMAGAGASI were now on the driving seat, spreading their game across the full width of the pitch. Mutsa Gwara had another great opportunity to make it 2, but shot wide from the box edge. Talented Jimuli almost stunned the Tigers after trying his luck from way outside the box, but his booming drive missed the target by inches. 6 minutes shy of the break, Tumolu Kempofu was let down by some bad shooting from the edge of the box. Perhaps AMAGAGASI ought to instill more focus and purpose into some of their players' mentality, as showboating became part of their game way too early in the match. With the scoreline narrowly tilted at 1-0 in their favour, the last thing AMAGAGASI needed was gallery. A minute shy of half-time, Abagitemba Moyo got his coordinates the other way round with a free header from a corner that he appeared to clear instead of directing towards goal. So the full house at Chino Timber treated to a first half full of everything one can expect in a derby and a bit more. 1-0 at the break in AMAGAGASI's favour, an advantage they could have doubled shortly after resumption when Mutsa Gwara controlled to shoot narrowly wide on the turn. AMAGAGASI were denied what seemed a certain goal when Ryan Mabena calmly flicked the ball over his marker on the edge of the box to let fly a stinger acrobatically blocked away by Oscar Chove. Just like any other team trailing by a single goal, Tigers still believed there was something in the game for them and came close after impressive Kadzikwa bustled his way into the box before laying onto an on-rushing Melika NCUBE who could not connect efficiently. Tigers must be commended for not giving up the fight in their search for a point, if not more. They remained confident on the ball going forward, but could not penetrate the AMAGAGASI backline and so were restricted to shooting from afar. AMAGAGASI have only themselves, especially their finishing, or is it their failure to be clinical in front of goal, to blame, as they kept wasting the gilt-edged chances that came their way. As a result of their inability to punish Tigers, the match would unnecessarily stretch to anxious moments that they could have avoided had they utilized the chances frequently coming their way. AMAGAGASI's Mutsa Gwara would receive his marching orders for dissent after protesting referee Makeka's decision not to caution a Tigers player for an off-the-ball incident. Well, both teams' management has so much to do in terms of player indiscipline, and Gwara, immensely talented on the pitch, knows he should do better as an example for the sport. As the clock wore down, a quickly taken throw-in saw Njabulo SIBANDA denied by Tigers goalkeeper Darlington Mata. Terence Arbinho spanned a chance to square the scores for Tigers after racing clear, but with AMAGAGASI keeper Wellington Muya off his line, Arbinho made a mess of his chance and allowed the keeper to recover. At full time, both sets of players again engaged in a heated exchange of words to summarize the emotions of a derby that some players attached almost all they have got into winning. Visibly delighted with the victory, AMAGAGASI chairman Sam SIBANDA remained humble on his team's targets, opting to set a top 4 finish as their ambition.
Our objective is still a top 4 finish. Yeah, we're still on track, and if the opportunity comes up, we'll take it.
His team's coach, ZIBONELE, said he was glad that his boys had regained their positive mentality after a short spell of negative results.
He's coming back after losing to ZPC in that league game and in the cup game. So now the confidence is actually back.
Tigers coach MEHLULI said he was disappointed with their player and said they would act as a team on his player's misconduct.
I mean, as a club, we'll see what we can do to the player. He didn't deserve to beat the ref. But otherwise, it was a fair game to us, especially my boys when we won 1-0 down, holding on up to 90 minutes. I think it was a fair play to them.